and friends. Happy almost Easter. If you don't celebrate Easter, then happy Saturday. I hope this finds you all well. I've been up. Listen, I'm a mess. Look at this. My hair. I need to go cut my hair and do something with myself. I'm a mess. But I've been up since 7:30, and I've been preparing things for tomorrow for Easter dinner. Since Brock and I's been married, we take turns going 1 year to my family, 1 year to his family. So this year it is our turn to go to his family. They live about an hour away from us. So I've been up prepping because I've got to work tonight. So I got to get all this stuff done before tomorrow. So I did make this bread this morning, my French bread recipe. You can find it in my videos if you've never made it. Look at that girl. It's gorgeous. Now this I did a egg wash with everything but the bagel seasoning and some sea salt. And then I also made some deviled eggs. I've been making the deviled eggs since I was 11 for both sides of the family. So I'm the official egg maker, I guess. So I made up my deviled eggs, and I have to hide them because I got little sneaky fingers here at the house that likes to try to get in there and eat them before we go. So anyway, they're all done and resting in the fridge. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make up some whipped butter to go with the everything bread and take to my in-laws. So we're going to get started with that. Okay, friends, I know this is a weird angle, but I want you to see this part. And I've got a deep bowl here so I don't splatter butter everywhere. Now I have two sticks of softened butter here, salted butter. And we're just going to start by mixing just really slowly at first. Okay. I'm going to up the speed. Now that I've got that incorporated there, and I'm sorry for the loud mixer, I just wanted you to see this process. We're going to add a half a cup of water, and we're going to start slow again so it don't splatter. Get that water incorporated in with the butter. I'm going to turn it up. I'm going to go with you for a minute so you don't have to listen to my mixer, but I'm going to keep mixing. See, we still got a little bit of water. I'm going to keep mixing until that water is all incorporated into the butter, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we're back. I whipped that off camera, and you can see that delicious whipped butter. So what I'm going to do, is it necessary? No, but is anything that I do necessary? Usually not, but it's fun. And I like to do it, and I like to share with you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take half of that whipped butter, put it in a little container here, So I'm just going to take some plain whipped butter. I'll put the lid on that. That's ready to go. Now you'll kind of want to stir this before you serve it. So like I put it in the refrigerator, and then about an hour or so before I'm going to serve it, I let it sit out on the counter so it'll get soft. And you want to give it a little bit of a stir because sometimes that water separates, or you can drain the water off. Whatever, it's not a big deal. So now I'm going to get all fancy with this whipped butter here. So we're going to make an herbed butter. Now use whatever kind of herbs you want because it's your butter. So if you don't like something that I'm using, substitute it for something else. So what I'm going to go with, fresh herbs would be great. I don't have any. I'm not going to the store. I got to go to work, so I'm going to use what I have. So first I'm going to go in with some garlic. Now this would be great. Now I made a savory bread. Had I made just plain bread, like a cinnamon sugar with some powdered sugar, that makes some great sweet butter. But since I've made the everything bread, I'm going in with more of a savory butter. So I've got some parsley. I'm shaking it till I think it looks good. You can do the same. I'm going to go in with some rosemary. growing up, Easter holidays were a big deal in my house. My mom made a big deal out of each holiday, and I kind of done the same thing with my kids. Like, I decorate for every holiday, and my mom did the same thing. But Easter was always special because my dad loved Easter. Go to him with some time. That was his favorite holiday of all holidays. He loved to color eggs. He loved everything about Easter. I don't know why. I never asked him, but he just did. We always had a big Easter egg hunt. Sometimes there was crying involved, falling down, hunting for those eggs. So now I'm going in with a little bit of chives, okay? And that's it. That's all I'm going to do today for this. So I'm just going to stir that up. Stir those herbs up. I got a funny story to tell you about Easter egg hunt one time. So my kids were little, and at that time Brock was a truck driver, so he wasn't home a lot. So I had taken the kids to church on Sunday morning, and he had just got in from a trip. He would drive to Chicago and back, and I asked him to hide the eggs while we were at church. So he did, of course, and when we came home, I was mad because all the eggs were busted open, and I thought he just went around and threw them down and busted the eggs open. Well, come to find out, at the time we had a buck-toothed dog named Liv. She had buck teeth. She went around and she busted every one of those eggs open and ate the candy out and gave them to the other dogs. Now, I don't know how they didn't get sick because there was chocolate in them, and they were fine. But my mom that year thought it'd be great to put little packs of trail mix or something healthy for the kids. So they ate everything but the trail mix. And Mason cried. He said, all I got for Easter is trail mix. Oh, it was hilarious that year. So anyway, the kids had their Easter basket. They got their chocolate. And the dogs didn't die. And now we laugh about poor Liv, who had the buck teeth and busted all them eggs open. They had the best Easter egg hunt of all the dogs. So anyway, there we go. There's the herbed butter. It's just something different to have with the bread. I'm going to give it a little taste. I'm not going to taste much because it's butter without bread. Perfect combination. Delicious. Easy. Simple. Something special to have with your bread. Offer your guests or whoever. Fancy it up. All right, guys. Happy Easter. I love every one of you, and I'm happy to share my home with you, and I enjoy your comments and your visits. And I appreciate each and every one of you. Happy Easter, friends. Happy Saturday, however you choose to celebrate. Love you, friends.